What's up guys, it's Jack, Madjack Racing. Just wanted to show you a little bit inside our track box, how we keep it organized, the different tools we have, as well as the reasons why we have certain tools, and some of the reasons why you want to stay organized. So starting with the top, basically we have all of our sockets here for the different sizes. Pretty much anything that needs to come off the bike we can take care of with any size socket. Important tool, torque wrench, a lot of stuff on the chassis, your wheels, your suspension, anything on the chassis, as well as a lot of the engine stuff. We like to torque to the proper spec. We have our impact gun, so if we're in a rush and we need to take something apart really fast, this gets it done. On top of that, another cool tool, and probably one of the more important tools, is our Fast Company spoke torque wrench. This tool is a tool that we use on a daily basis here at the shop as well as at the track. It's a torque wrench, so basically when we check the spokes we know that they're properly torqued every single time. It comes with all the different heads for all the different sizes. Fork pump for a lot of the new bikes with air forks. Make sure they're set properly. Got to have the wire tie grips, some bolts, some brake pad pins we like to wire tie. Always got to have a magnet, clock to know what time it is. You know, when you're at the races, you want to make sure that you're on time to the gate. Don't miss your moto, don't be that guy. So got the clock. Probably the best tire gauge on the market is the Motion Pro digital tire gauge. So we all use those in the shop. That's the only tire gauge we use. And then moving down, we have all the different drawers. We use the Madjack Racing toolbox because, for a couple reasons. Basically, it's a good quality toolbox. It's got a few different drawers to allow you to organize it really well. And the coolest part about it is Madjack will actually customize the graphics for you, so you know you can have your sponsors on there. You can have, you know, we have our logo obviously, and that way it kind of gives you a personal touch. So moving down here, we have electrical tape, Teflon, a couple different flywheel pullers, so that way, you know, if we need to pull somebody's flywheel off for whatever reason, we can do that at the track. A few different picks, so that way if we're doing piston clips or anything like that. Moving over here, this is kind of like the drawer where we keep a lot of, you know, we have notepad in case we ever need to make a note. We have the notepads that can stick right up here. We have everything from Sharpies to regular pens, to paint pens, if you need to mark certain bolts so you know if they're coming apart or not. Razor blade we have, as well as magnifying glass. This is good, so like when we go to Mammoth, we were just in Mammoth a couple weeks ago, changing jetting and whatnot, it's good to be able to accurately see what size jet it is, not second guessing it. So that all is in this drawer. Extra batteries for the torque wrench. So, and then moving on to this drawer is circlip pliers, spring puller, wire tie pliers, stuff like that. Moving on into all of our pliers, we have the needle nose, cutters, the channel locks, all the pliers we need to get a job done. Different screwdrivers, we put them in so that way all the Phillips face upright and then all the flatheads face down, so that way if we're in a rush, we know if we're grabbing that one that's facing that way, we know that it's going to be a flathead or a Phillips. We carry all the different size T-handle Allens, as well as a whole pack of the Allen keys for those tight places that you need those. We have two full sets of wrenches. One are just your standard box end wrenches. Others are the ratchet wrenches. There's a lot of cases where, whether it be a lever or, you know, adjusting the chain adjusters on a KTM 65, you need two 10mm wrenches. So we always have two complete sets of wrenches in all of our boxes. And then finally down here, this is kind of the bulk drawer. Always have a couple sets of mechanics wear gloves. That way if, you know, there's a job that, you know, you gotta pull a clutch out and it's super hot right after the moto, you got back-to-back motos and you gotta put a new clutch in, you wanna make sure you have those so you don't burn yourself. Always carry a few clean rags before the weekend are in here. Big pressure wrench, big pair of channel locks, rubber mallet, regular hammer, couple pry bars, you know, if you're swapping out a motor and you need to, you know, get a little leverage somewhere. Always important to have your file, just in case you need to do something with that. Mud scraper, also Matrix product. And then one of the more important things again is we have the sag scale here. Check your sag before every single time. Every time you get to the track, you want to double check your sag. So basically, you know, we go through these boxes every single week after a race and clean everything, inventory it, make sure that we have everything. So that way when we go to each and every race, it's there, it's organized. If we ever are in a fire drill situation where we have to swap a motor between, you know, races, or we have to do a top end, or whatever we have to do, we can quickly go to our toolbox and know exactly where things are going to be and know that it's there. You know, one of the big things with the races we see is the fact that there's a lot of dads and even kids out there that work on their own stuff. You know, their toolboxes aren't very organized, and it's really an important thing, you know, and we take pride in it to make sure that our toolboxes are dialed in 100% every single time, because, you know, you never know when you're going to be in a situation where you need a tool right then and there, and you don't want to be that guy that's fumbling through the drawers trying to figure out where a tool is and then come to find out that it's sitting on your workbench at home. So if anybody needs help organizing their toolbox, you know, you could always call us. We're more than happy to help. You know, you tell us what bike you have, and we can kind of help you build a box to cater to that bike. And then if you need an actual box, hit up matrixracingproducts.com and they'll get you dialed in.